Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Gigi. Hey, how are you? And I just got finished watching a amazing sermon um this morning. Like, oh baby, it was good. And as I mm, as I was watching, I got the message. Uh, this is why you're uncomfortable and don't have peace in your life. And this is with all aspects of where you are in life. And the reason why you're uncomfortable and you don't have peace is because you keep putting yourself in situations where you're not supposed to be. You're staying at a place where you're not supposed to stay. You're surrounding yourself with people that you're not supposed to be surrounding yourself, but you're doing things that's not of you, that's not of your highest vibration and everything of that sort, and then you wonder why you're never comfortable or you're never at peace. But then you got to ask yourself, are you a person that's always striving to be comfortable? Are you a person that's always striving to have peace in your life? Because if you are, then you need to look at yourself and say, why am I always striving to be comfortable? Why am I always striving to have peace? Why is my life so chaotic and hectic? Why don't I have comfort and peace in my life? Then you have to look at yourself and figure out what is going on inside of you that is eternalizing that. What is going on inside of you that is, conjuring that up? A lot of people don't have peace in their home. It's because you're not supposed to be there. You're overstaying your welcome. Your time has came and gone, but you're still there. Why are you still there? Because it's family, because it's safe to you, right? It's comfortable. So now you're uncomfortable and you don't have peace in your own home because you're not supposed to be there. Other people are not bringing peace to your home because they're not supposed to be there. It's like it's so many people that so warm-hearted and big-hearted and giving and stuff like that, and they bring people into their home, and then these people cause so much drama, chaos, and uncomfortability, and wreck your own peace in your own house. But you don't even stand up and say you gotta go. This is my house. You're not going to come in my house and disturb my peace. You're not going to come in my house and disturb my comfort. I did something good from the goodness of my heart for you, and you are disrespecting me. You have to go. I don't care where you go or how you get there, but you got to get out. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you consistently try to please other people. You consistently try to stay in this comfort zone, this bubble, when it's meant for you to be uncomfortable, because that's when your change happens. That's when you become the best version of you, when you are consistently evolving, consistently being uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure you heard this. Like, if I'm comfortable, that means I'm doing something wrong. If I'm comfortable, that means that I need to shake shit up. And you need to shake shit up in your life. And a lot of people are so scared to be movers and shakers. You can't tell me you a mover and shaker and you never moved or shaked anything besides your ass. You can't tell me that you're a risk taker and you never done anything risky. You can't tell me you're spontaneous and adventurous and you can't tell me one spontaneous and adventurous thing you ever done in life. You can't say that. You can't say I want comfort and peace, but deep inside you, in your whole heart of hearts and your spirit of spirit, you are your own discomfort. You are your own unpeaceful resolution. Like you bring discomfort to your own life. You're not peaceful within yourself because you're always striving to be something or to do something or to have people look at you and view you in such a way that they don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about how you look. They don't give a fuck about your weight. People are not going to like you simply because of your skin color, your race, your background, your ethnicity, your religious group, what you study, what your financial situation is, who your parents, and I find it that it's a lot of people who would go out there and they would try to make themselves a part of a group that isn't for them. You understand what I'm saying? You got to look at your surroundings, and you got to look at all the things that come with it. Your friends. If you are uncomfortable with your friends, those are not your friends. If you got to walk on eggshells when you talk, if you got to walk on eggshells when you want to speak about something because they're going to get offended by it, they're not for you. Because at the end of the day, they're your friends, the people that are for you, they're not going to be uncomfortable with who you are and how you move and the things you say. They're going to 100% agree with you. Even if your views are different, they're going to understand where you come from. They're not going to ridicule you once you get up and go to the bathroom and be like, she's so stupid. What is her problem? Like, that's the dumbest thing. They're not going to, trump what you say. They're not going to disrespect what you say and how you feel and your views on things like that because they're your friends and they genuinely care. But because you're so desperate to fit in, you allow yourself to always be the setup. Like when they say, when somebody's telling a joke, right? And they say you left yourself open for that. You are leaving yourself open to be attacked by people who genuinely don't give two fucks about you. So what does that say about you as a person? You understand what I'm saying? You have to look at things in that type of way. You have to look at things in that specific manner. Like, what does that say about you as a person? Like me, before, that was me. Now, I'm going to challenge you. Because you can't tell me about shit that I know about that you don't know. You can't tell me about traumas and how to identify it and how to heal it if you never been through anything. You can't tell me about being black if you're white. You can't tell me about being black if you're Asian. You can't tell me about being black if you're not black. Because at the end of the day, it's so many people that want to be black, but they don't want the black people's problems. You understand what I'm saying? It's so many people that want mixed babies from black people because of the genetics that comes along with it. Black people are often fetishized in relationships, especially interracial relationships. I've met so many white men that say, I've never been with a black woman. It's always been a fetish of mine. I'm not your fetish. I'm not your kink. You're going to have to find that somewhere else. And I would gladly tell them that. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm on. I'm glad that you find us, beautiful, but you're weird. You're creepy. You're a creepy individual to sit up here and fetishize a race of people. That means that you're not looking to build a long-term relationship with. You're looking to get your rocks off. You understand what I'm saying? If you are a person who's, bouncing from job to job, or you feel like at these jobs you never find peace, because you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be working for anyone else but yourself. Even if you do start a job, the first month, the second month, the first 6 months is good. You loving it. You loving it. After that 6 months, you burning, you crash. You're like, you start to wonder, and you want to look for new. You want to look for more. It's because you're not supposed to be there. You're not where you're supposed to be. And you are, bouncing from place to place, trying to find love. You're trying to find a place that you fit in. You're trying to find a place that you could call home because you got too much fear and anxiety and you care too much about what people say to start your own thing. You care too much about how people want to view you if you start your own thing. Nobody cares. You know what they say, the things you're trying to hide, it's the thing that comes to the light. The things you try to hide is the thing that people notice the most. So when you're trying to hide that thing about you, that's what you're illuminating. That's what people are seeing. So you have to work on yourself and not really giving a fuck about what other people say, because people are going to talk regardless. They're going to talk regardless. I don't care. People are going to say, oh, you're not my type. I don't date girls like you. I don't date guys like you. Okay. If somebody tells you you're not their type, thank them. Thank God. Thank them. Thank God. I'm grateful I'm not your type. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. When you find yourself uncomfortable in situations, it's because you're not supposed to be there. You're doing yourself a disservice. You are keeping yourself, and this is something that God is showing you. He's like, move. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to move. You're supposed to, you're supposed, if you have this inclination of, or this passion or this drive to get an apartment or to get a home elsewhere, and it's something that you just always talking about, it's like, why aren't you moving? What are you so scared of? What is keeping you there? You're too comfortable in your situation, and like I said, it could have been just living with your parents for a long amount of time. It could have, it could be some codependency problems there. It could be fear of abandonment. It could be, you don't want to be alone. But in order for you to know yourself, you got to be alone, because you can't know yourself when you're with people, because they alter who you are. They want to alter who you are. They want to make you, people are very, manipulative and narcissistic. So they want you to think how they want you to think. They want you to move how they want you to move. I worked with people who were so judgmental. So judgmental that they didn't care about other people's point of view, or why or how other people was living their life. It was their point of view. It was, if it didn't make sense to them, it was, you were stupid, you were dumb. You didn't have any structure in your life. It's people that I've been friends with who are white, and we don't have the same privilege to certain things that white people have, which is true. Like they normally say, oh, when a white woman cries, everything stops. But when a black person cries, the world still continues. Look how many white girls have been gone missing. And they got all these searches and stuff like that going on, and they doing all this stuff for months and months or years and years. But when a black girl go missing, it's like, okay, we just gonna put this paper up here in the Walmart or in the supermarket, a missing person thing, and if she pops up, and if she don't, she don't. It's like, it's so much. It's so much injustice going on. All the things that's happening now. And it's like, where's your peace? It's like, where's your peace? How about you bringing peace to yourself? Because doing the same thing and not changing is insanity. When you want better, you do better, you grow. You understand what I'm saying? When you want better, you do better, and then you grow in life. You don't sit there and stay, complacent. You don't sit there and get comfortable. You don't sit there and become relaxed. It's like, I'm too fucking relaxed right now. So what can I do to stir shit up in my life that's going to push me into my ultimate plateau of something else that's out there? What else can I do? And this is why I commend people that have several different businesses, because they're not allowing themselves to get comfortable in one area of life. They're doing a lot of things. Just like you got musicians, they go from rapping to acting to and coming out with clothing lines, and now they have, all these different things coming out, because they see that it's so much to them that they can do so much more. It's people out there that are super creative. I know people out there that can do hair. I know people out there that can do makeup. I know people out there that can style. I know people out there that can cook. I know people out there that have amazing talents, but they sit on it because they're comfortable with not doing anything. They're comfortable with being complacent. They're comfortable with being comfortable. They're comfortable with living with excuses of why they can't do something versus why they should get up and do something. So you have to understand, some people are just comfortable. There's people out there who's naturally miserable. You understand what I'm saying? It's people out there who's going to talk about you. It's people out there who turned on me when I did nothing to them. Like, they can't even tell you what I did to them for them to treat me in a certain way. But you know what I said? That's not for me to handle. That whatever it is within you, and that's between you and God. Y'all gotta handle that. Y'all gotta handle that. People are always going to show you who they are. It's like, I've met people that love me. I met people that like me. I met people that sort of kind of like me, love me, hate me. I met people that was like, I don't really give two shits about you. And I met people that just was like, so what? And I've met people that don't like me because I'm too bubbly. I laugh too much. Why are you so serious? Why are you so serious with life? I met people that feel like I'm not serious enough. You know, they want me to tone it down. I'm not toning it down for you to make you happy. I'm not here to make you happy. And that's what y'all have to start thinking. That's what y'all have to get into your mind. You're not here to make nobody else happy but yourself. You're not here to make your mother happy. You're not here to make your father happy. You're not here to make your sisters happy. You're not here to make nobody happy but yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, then you're miserable. Then everybody else is feeding off your energy. Everybody else is sucking you dry. Everybody else is using you for everything you have. And now you went from a grape to a raisin. You just literally took yourself from a grape to a raisin. You dehydrated yourself. You dehydrated yourself. And it's nobody's fault but yours. Because you are not moving. If you can look back at the last 3 years of your life and say, wow, what amazing things have I done in those 3 years? Like, where have I gone? What have I learned? What have I healed? And you can't come up with anything? Then you need to ask yourself, why are you keeping yourself stuck? Why are you keeping yourself complacent? Why are you allowing yourself to be uncomfortable and not at peace within yourself? Why are you allowing people to turn you into a raisin? Why you can't be the grape? Why you can't be a grape? Why you can't be a pickle? Why you gotta be a cucumber? Like, I mean, I know cucumbers and stuff like that is good when you put like salt and pepper and stuff like that on it in your salad and whatever. But baby, why you can't be the juicy stuff? You want to be a raisin? You want to be a raisin? You want to be a raisin? Girl, boy, I don't know what you talking about, but I ain't gonna be no goddamn raisin. I'm gonna be the whole bag of grapes, okay? I'm gonna be the whole entire bag of grapes. And you have to understand that when you don't have comfort and peace within self, it exudes, it internalize. It becomes not only internal but eternal. It becomes external. Like, it goes from within to out, and then it's like a light is shown on all your insecurities, and that's what people use to pick you off. Oh, look at her. Oh, I know she's uncomfortable. It's like, even when I see plus size women out there and they have on their two-piece sets and they have their stomach out, and people are like, oh my gosh, look at that. Why do you worry about somebody that you don't even fucking know? You seeing this person for 5 seconds and you're already casting judgment on them. What about you in your life that's so fucking perfect? Because if you had all your shit set up, you wouldn't be in a position where you are to talk about somebody else. That you gotta kind of look at all the celebrities like Saucy Santana and the Cow sister, whatever her name is. How they always want to call people broke and stuff like that. But it was like, wasn't you a broke person too? You came from the bottom. So and you rose yourself up. Applaud. I applaud you. But now you're picking on the people who are in the situation where you came from. It's like you're laughing. It's like you're laughing at people downfall when you were down not too long ago. How funny would it be if God slapped you back? Now you back at square one because you don't understand. You don't know how to recognize your blessing. You don't know how to move. You want to sit there and pick on people who's less than you when you were less than others. You want to pick on people that's still in a situation where they're trying to get themselves out of. Like, soon as something happened with them, the first thing they like to say, y'all bitches broke. You was just there. You was just there. You're ungrateful. That's what it's giving. It's giving you're ungrateful. It's giving because you have a little bit more. Now you can sit there and you talk shit about people because you feel that you can. But wouldn't it be some shit if God slapped your ass right back down? If he took everything from you and slapped your ass right back down? Now, wouldn't that be some shit? It would. It would be an amazing learning lesson for people. God allows certain people to get up so that they can use their platform to help other people get up. But some people, they get so big-headed and so egotistical and create all this pride and this ego-driven mindset that they feel like they could just talk shit to everybody and anybody because they got it like that. And it's like, you never had it like that before. So be grateful. That's why I applaud people who use their platform to uplift and you know um give the word of you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. If I did it, why can't you do it? What's stopping you from doing it? I'm not ever going to come from where I come from and now I'm bigger and I'm looking down on the people that's in the same area that I just came from and laughing at them. That's not what you do. That's not of God. But at the end of the day, certain people, they only say they serve God when they're in need, but they don't serve God on a daily basis. You understand what I'm saying? People pray to God when they're in trouble, when they need to get out of something. People are users. Okay, let's put it like that. You have your daily prayers who pray just to pray, who pray to say thank you, God, for allowing me to get off this bus safely. You got people that pray to reach their destination. You got people that praying when they cooking. You got people that praying when they meditate. You got people that just pray to pray. You got people that pray because they happy. And then you got people that pray because they want something. They need something. They need to get out of something. They want to get it now, now, now. And it's like, that's not how it works. You got to build a relationship with God. If you only call him when you need something, why the hell should he give it to you? You don't call him upon anything else. You don't call him upon anything else. You're not grateful to have what you have because look how you're acting. So you got to look at yourself and you got to understand why certain shit isn't working for you no more. If you feel like you're in a space where you're confined, it's like you're in a space. Maybe you're living in an apartment with people, and you feel like you're outgrowing your space because it's time for you to move. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to get your own space and have your own peace within your own home. This is why all the shit is coming up. This is why all the drama and the confusion is happening because he's trying to get you to move. He's trying to get you to go. He's trying to get you up and out. But yet you're still staying complacent. You're saying, no, 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 I don't want to go. So he's saying more and more problems is coming your way. You understand what I'm saying? Just like when you're at work and it's time for you to go, but you're still sitting there, you're still staying in there. So more and more problems is coming. You're starting to be late to work more. You're calling out even more. So now your time and attendance is looking fucked up. Now you're on the verge of being fired because your time and attendance is fucked up and stuff like that. And when he told you to move, you didn't want to move because you were stuck. You was too comfortable in the position where you were, and you wasn't trying to grow yourself to be in a position of better. So now you're not at peace. You're not at peace with your friends. You're not at peace at work. You're not at peace in your home. You're in discomfort. You're in an all-around area of discomfort. It's because you're not moving, you're not going, you're not doing anything with your life. You're sitting here, you're talking about what you want to do, but you're not putting the actions behind the word. That's like telling somebody I love you, but not showing them you love them. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to be your own mover and shaker of this life. God is not going to give you what you want because you want it. He's going to give you what you need when you need it. And that's the situation. A lot of people want things when they want it instead of learning how to recognize and be grateful for what they have, for where they're at first, and then growing and capitalizing on becoming bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want a home, but you can't cherish the place you currently stay at. You want a car, but you can't cherish the car you currently drive. You want a better job, but you treat people where you work at like crap. And you don't even give a fuck about the current place you're at. You want better friends, but look how you're treating your friends. Look how you're allowing people to treat you. How do you want better if you're still allowing yourself to settle for less? You're still allowing yourself to be in this area of not growing, of uncomfortability. You're not comfortable with yourself. You're not comfortable with being in your skin. I know so many females out there who want to change their look so that other people can find them attractive. Why don't you find yourself attractive? You want to change your look, your body, and all this other stuff so you can catch the eye of people. You know what's going to happen? You're going to change all of that. And you're still going to catch the eyes of the people that you want, but they're going to be the crappy version of the people that you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know those people that you want. You want those high value men. You're gonna attract like the narcissistic, egotistical, manipulative type. Yeah, they're gonna give you money. Yeah, they're gonna do you all this. They're gonna take you on trips and do all this amazing shit. But they're gonna treat you like the most shit. You know why? Because they got it. And you know why they're going to do it? Because it's something that you need from them. You need them to take care of you because that's what you're giving. You're giving, I need you to take care of me. You're giving, give me money. You're giving, they don't owe you anything from their bank account. They work for that shit. If they got $1 million business, they work for that shit. They ain't got to give you nothing. But you have to learn how to grow and evolve for yourself. And it's going to and as you're growing and evolving, yes, you're going to lose friendships because you're vibrationally high, going higher. And what's happening is as you ascend and you grow higher, the people who are still down here that don't want to grow, y'all breaking away. And that's when you recognize your fear of abandonment because you start to try to grab and pull those people in and they can't come. Think of people as a bus stop. Everybody on that bus is getting off at a certain destination. Nobody is going to stay on that bus and ride it to and from, back and forth, unless it's the driver of that bus. And even he got to get off. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't take people that don't want to see you do good with you because at the end of the day, once that happens, once you get up, they're still going to treat you like shit because now it's so you think you good because you got this business going and you think you all that. Like, like I always tell people when you're around people who talk shit but then play it off as I'm just joking. They're not joking. They're telling you what they fucking feel and then they're masking it with the I'm joking. You take everything too serious. Start paying attention to people and what they say and how they say it. Because people are not telling you things for the fucking fun of it. They're telling you how they truly feel. But because you're so desperate and you're so in need of friends and validation that you're not allowing yourself to understand that. You're not allowing yourself to understand that. You're staying stuck and complacent in friendships and situations with people that you're not supposed to be in anymore. When I was 16, I literally cut off all my friends. I have no friends. To this day, I still have no friends. I have associates. I have people that I'm cool with. I have people that I go out with and stuff like that. But for me to sit there and call somebody my friend, I have to install this amount of trust in you. Yeah, you could be my work friend. Yeah, I can sit up there and say you're my buddy. Yeah, I can sit up there and say, you're my ace boon coon. But that's in that moment. To sit up there and tell somebody they're my friend, it's like sitting up there to say, I trust you with so much more. My best friend. Like I cut all that out when I'm 16. I'm 31. And it's like I went from needing people to go out with me, needing people to be around me, needing people to celebrate things with me, to celebrate shit by myself. I went from needing people to travel with me to traveling by myself. I'm at this point now where I really don't want anybody to travel with me. I really don't. When I take myself out to eat, I'm gonna go out by myself. When I do certain things, I want to do it by myself. I don't want to do it with other people. That's where I'm at because I'm comfortable with doing things by myself. I'm not codependent on needing another person to do something with me. I've met so many people who's like, oh, I can't go out by myself. I can't do this by myself. I have to have people to do this with me, and I have to have people to do that with me. And it's like, you don't understand what you're actually saying. Maybe you do, and maybe you don't care. But it's different when it hits different. It's different when you know the difference. Of course, can you come out with me if I feel like it? That's where I'm at. I don't need you to come out with me. It's a give or it's a take. It's a plus or it's a subtraction. It's like like yeah, it might be fun because it's two of us, but I could turn up by myself just as much as I could turn up with you. I'm gonna say if not better. I could have fun at this dinner date by myself just like I could have fun with you. Maybe I could have more fun with myself than I could have with you because maybe you're boring. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe we're not compatible on certain levels. I can go out by myself and have the time of my life and then go out with you and be miserable. So you have to learn how to pick and choose your battles and pick and choose your things. I remember when I was doing my own solo dates and people used to get mad and be like, why you didn't invite me? It's not for you and it's not about you. And I used to always make sure that I tell them that. It's called a solo date. It's called a self-care date. It's not for you and it's not about you. So therefore, why would I invite you to something that I'm doing for myself? That makes no sense. Stop trying to be important and stop trying to include yourself in situations and spaces where you're not included. That's what it's giving. It's giving you're trying to be important. It's giving you're trying to include yourself into a space where you're not invited. It's like you're trying to get into a party you're not invited to. It's like you don't have an invitation to go. You're trying to board a plane, but you don't have a ticket. You understand what I'm saying? How can you get on a plane without a ticket to get on that plane? You're trying to drive a car with no gas. You're trying to cook with no power. You're trying to shower with no water. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But, like I said, you are past the expiration of something. And until you recognize it, until you realize it, until you know what it is and what you're doing and how you need to do it and so forth and everything like that, you are going to continue to be uncomfortable. You are going to continue to not have peace. God is going to continue to make you look at things that you need to fix, heal, grow, and evolve from. And that's the beauty of it. Always allow yourself to be uncomfortable so that you can grow. Never become comfortable. Never become complacent. Never become stuck at one place. Never become, dependent on something. Always become interdependent because there's no such thing as independence because at the end of the day, you're always going to need somebody to do something for you. Like you buy a land, right? You need a realtor to buy your land. If you're not a realtor yourself, you want to build a home, you need to hire people to build your home because just imagine you don't know how to build a home. So how can you build a home when you don't even know anything about plumbing, electricity, drywall, and sheetrock, or foundational work, or you don't know anything about anything. So how can you build a home when you don't know nothing? So therefore, that means you have to go out there and hire somebody to build your home for you. You don't know how to build a car, right? But you need a car. You understand what I'm saying? It's just so many different variables to the situation that you have to take heed and you have to understand why are you uncomfortable. Why are you uncomfortable? Why are you uncomfortable? You're uncomfortable because it's a reason why you're uncomfortable. Look at your situation. Pull yourself back and say, why am I uncomfortable in my own home? Why am I uncomfortable within my relationship? Why am I uncomfortable within my friendship dynamic? Why am I uncomfortable within my workplace? You're not supposed to be there. You're allowing yourself to energetically be in a place where you're not supposed to be there. Learn to take calculated risks. It's people out there that just uprooting and quitting their job because they're feeling it. They're getting the message to do it. To do something that you love. Don't worry about it. God's gonna make a way for it to happen. God's gonna make a way for you to succeed. When you're so focused on the mundane and the material aspect of life, you lose all hope and everything because once something starts going, you don't know how to have that faith to say it's going for a reason. It's going because something better is coming in. It's going because something better is coming in. You lost your faith, you lost your hope, you lost that passion, you lost that drive, you lost that motivation, you lost everything that's included with manifesting and having hope and having faith and knowing that what's for you will always come when it's needed to come and not when you want it to come. God is not going to give you more than what you can handle. But if you want to take on more than what you can handle, He's going to allow you to take on those things on your own. And then you're going to turn yourself from a grape to a raisin. And then you're going to say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And He's going to say, this is what I've been trying to tell you, that you couldn't do this all by yourself. You couldn't do everything at one time. Learn how to pull yourself back and say no. Learn how to pull yourself back and say, this is enough. Learn how to pull yourself back and say, why am I still allowing myself to do this and be here? Like, that's what you need to understand. You're allowing yourself to be in a situation that's not for you anymore. You're allowing yourself to be and do things that's not of you anymore. He's trying to get you to go higher and to soar higher and to look at things from a different perspective, but you still want to be you want to be an ant instead of a bird. It's like you don't want to see the higher point of view. You always want to be at the bottom and then be the woe it's me person. Like, oh, everything's always happening to me. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Oh, because you're allowing it to happen to you. You're a damsel in distress. You're the victim. You're always going to be the victim. You're not going to be the victor. You can't have a victor mentality, but you're still playing a victim. That doesn't work. It does not work. So look at the areas where you're uncomfortable at, areas that God is trying to show you so you can grow and evolve at, and say, why am I not allowing myself to get there? Why am I not allowing myself to grow? Why am I not allowing myself to be the best version of me? And why am I caring what other people say about me and this, that, and the third? Stop focusing on what other people is going to say and do things that's going to make you happy, because things that's going to make you happy is things that's going to make other people uncomfortable. You got that. You got that. Things that's going to make you happy. Once you start living in your purpose, once you start living in your truth, the things that make you happy is going to be things that make people uncomfortable, because you're doing something that they're not doing for themselves. You're living in your purpose where they're not living in their purpose. They're sitting here being a hater, but at the end of the day, just imagine all those people who got social media platforms and businesses, and you got friends and family and all these haters that sitting there posting their business and tagging them and things, and guess what they're doing? They're sending more and more and more people to their business, and as they're sending more and more people to the business, God's converting those people that's going to their page to talk shit and to spy. He's turning those people into customers, so that's more money. So be grateful for the people who are sending people your way to talk shit about you, to hate upon you, because those people are still purchasing from your business. Okay, and you understand what I'm saying? People who sit there and say that they can't stand you, they hate the things you say and whatever, but they still have the time to sit and listen and watch what you do. You understand what I'm saying? It's a bigger lesson to everything that you do. It's a bigger lesson to everything that you say. It's so much deeper to a lot of things that's happening in life with you. So you have to learn to be uncomfortable in order to be comfortable. Learn that there are going to be distractions. But you can't allow that to stop you from getting your word across. You can't allow that to stop you from reaching your goal. You can't allow that to do a lot of things that you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to allow it to, allow you to grow. Like I said, you're going to have distractions everywhere around you. That's what you're going to have. But are you going to allow that to stop you? Are you? Think about it. Just think about it. People are putting your life to distract you. They are. Need distractions. But you gotta keep championing on. You gotta keep championing on. People are not gonna like what you do. People are not gonna like what you say. People are not gonna like what you look like. People are not gonna like when you work. People ain't gonna like shit about you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you like what I do. I don't care if you don't like what I do. Why is it important to you? Why is it on your mind? Why do you care so much? If it's my life, then why do you fucking care? Because I don't give a fuck about you and what you do in your life and how you live your life. How you live your life is how you live your life. How I live my life is how I live my life. And that's just how I look at it. So look at the areas in your life where you are super uncomfortable and you're not at peace within your own self, and say, how can I be my own peacemaker? How can I get into my own bag and my own level of growth and ascension and be a best version of me on a daily basis and all this and all that. So you have to, it's just so much more to life. So as I was watching that sermon, I want to thank Sarah Jakes Roberts for that, because that was such a powerful sermon. And when I get over here, I'm going to listen to another one. Like I tell you, I normally listen to 3 to 4 a day. I listen to 2 in the morning and then 2 throughout my day. And I am so happy and I am so grateful to be on this journey of growth and ascension and evolving and just doing so much more and just doing so much better and stuff like that. It's such an amazing thing. As you see, like I tell you, I'm filled with distractions, but at the end of the day, it's still not going to stop me from getting my word across, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I do. Okay? I still want to do what I do. And when I get my word, I'm going to get my word and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm so grateful to be on this journey where so many people are diluted with this journey, especially when it comes to like twin flames and soulmates and there's all these other different types of journeys going on. So many people are so diluted and they think that they're in a situation and they're not. And it's like, oh, you don't know because you don't know God. So you don't know your situation. And it's like, once you talk to God and once you know God, you'll know your situation and you know that you're not with a twin. You'll know that you're with a karmic partner that's here to teach you a lesson about yourself and that's teaching you a lesson about growth and evolving and all these other different things, because your twin is not going to be so complicated because it's going to flow like water. It's so deep and it's so amazing to know that I am like this. Like I put a video up already that said this journey is ghetto. I'm gonna do a part 2 for that, because I didn't go into depth like I really wanted to and stuff like that. But to know that I am on a journey of self-discovery and growth, and I am really doing what I have to do to step outside of that and take leaps and bounds and chances and all these other different things to get to where I want to be, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? If God told me like, hey, quit your job, I got something else for you, or he sends something else my way in a place where I want to move, baby, if he say, listen, I got everything already set up over here, I just need you to get here, baby, I'm going. I'm quitting my job and I'm going, because that's ultimately where I want to be. So ultimately, he's setting me up. Ultimately, he is setting me up for success. He's saying, listen, you got this over here, so you don't have to leave that over there. I'm going to be like, baby, I'm sorry, this is my 2 weeks. I got to go. I got to go to where I'm supposed to be. I cannot be here, okay? I cannot be here. Up here, it's not for me. 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 I got to be there because there is where it's at. There's where I'm supposed to be. Up here is not for me. I got to go. So in terms of that, baby, I'm going to eat and I'm going to watch my other sermon because, baby, I got to go. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you later.